Hey guys, and welcome to this new YouTube video. In this video, I will talk about some things who are really important and somehow um, are not still like a normal team to discuss. It's a team where some things are still taboo, you know. So I would like to share my experiences with this team and to say what I think about that and how this is connected with this, how can I say, like astral or like cosmic trauma, you know. So as you can see, is about sexuality and is about how we all have this teams. Not all, but so many people have this. So let's go straight to the point. Okay, so many people know, many people don't know that so many healers actually have this big sexual energy, and they are sometimes in control of it, sometimes are not. And I used to work with so many people, and in this past 4 years, I was first astrologer and then became like a Akashic reader, you know. And so many people had sexual traumas in this lifetime. Okay, in this lifetime. And it's very well seen in natal chart. It usually has strong Pluto or strong Mars, or as I have my own experience, so I will of course talk from my own experiences, and definitely ascendant Scorpio, or like Sun Scorpio or Moon Scorpio, or I don't know, like hard aspects to with Pluto, but more with Mars, you know. And so many yeah, also I noticed also Uranus placements, for example Aquarius ascendant, or Uranus like some connection with Uranus. So that's also what I saw in my readings, you know, with my clients. And I must say that so many times it's the same pattern. So around 5, 4, 6, or 7 or something like that, they had sexual trauma, and they feel this shame deep inside of them, and usually it is very, how can I say, like touchy subject, very how can I say, I don't know the word for that in English, but definitely touchy, like a really really taboo team, you know. And so many of them do know that this is common, and some of them are not aware of it. And what I got is so many healers had this trauma, myself also, but mine wasn't so like so hardcore. It was more like like shallow, but it happened for so many times with lots of people, you know, in my childhood. And I don't want people to feel sorry for me or something like that, because this is something we need um to discuss, to expand, to um, reshape, to to change it, you know, so it won't be that taboo team. So first of all, what I got into when I was visiting Akashic Records was definitely sexual trauma from galactic lifetimes, because they are the root of it. And mostly it was like Hadarian incarnations, or let me see, like Mintaka incarnation, or um, Hadar incarnations, or let me just see, Anunnaki incarnation, especially as a slave. especially temple incarnations here on earth, but also in different um, different lifetimes in cosmos, you know, like in like a galactic thing, you know. And so many times I see like temples, like I don't know the word for it in English. It's like harem. I don't know the word for that, but definitely, yeah, so many violence, so many reptilian having starseed as a slave, and so many that was, you know, like shown to me in my soul origins. This happened for several times. This was not just once, you know. So that's why I'm talking about this. And so many times I also saw like this mermaid energy was caught for some manipulations, or you know, like there is so much. So I will now put intention that everyone who has this trauma watching right now, if you um, if you can, you can just say yes, I accept. So I put intentions that intention to every timeline where you've been there, and me myself, you know, to be cleared and purified in the akashic records, and also in all timelines related with this um, team, you know. And I send love into those timelines, and I send a pure light, divine light, into those realms. I'm feeling this. So it's so unusual to do this on YouTube, because YouTube is like a bigger platform, and some people may be triggered or something like that. But this is definitely, I will put into attention, so everyone who see this, to be your message, to be for you, for your healing, for your growth, you know. And what I wanted to say is definitely that myself, I had this incarnations on being, you know, like a sex slave or something like that. And it was traumatic, you know. And in this lifetime, I was having experience with someone I consider reptilian, and is my neighbor, you know. So I spent several years in healing that specific emotion from my aura, from everything. So I had so many problems with, I don't know, like it's called herpes or something like that. When I was young, when I was a teen, or when I started dating men, you know. And I was like, why is this happening? Like, why I have problem with that? So um then I realized it's because sexual trauma. So if you have that, definitely you have um some like traumas who are trying to tell you to clear it, um to heal it, you know. And my traumas, I mean, my problem with that stopped when I was healing my sexuality, you know, because my sexuality was really like off, you know. And I had so many struggle to release. I had so many struggles to even be intimate with someone, you know, because it was so hard for me. And when I healed that, everything changed. So luckily, it is problem that can be solved. And definitely with a lot of shadow work, with a lot of integration, a lot of writing in your diary, a lot of, you know, like going to some diverse therapy or something like that. Okay, so about this sexuality and healing. When this is a harsh truth, let's be real. Okay, so it may be a little bit triggering, so I'm so sorry if I am triggering someone, but definitely um this happened to me when I was like 5 years old or six, something like that. Like I was kind of abused by this, you know, like person. And I felt like I was the one who was guilty. I was the one who is guilty. And when we are in this victim role, we are thinking that something is wrong with us, that we are capable of how can I say, like, put ourselves into those situations, you know. And so when I got older and I integrated everything, I realized definitely that it was not my fault. That, you know, like, why would be my fault if I go to someone older or do something like, I just switched the role, and I was like, why would someone do that to a 4-year old, or like even younger, or older? And that changed my paradigm totally. Like, why? You know. And let's be real, like, some star seeds indeed, or light workers, I don't like to put labels, but some people have this strong sexuality, and let's be real, like, it it may be felt by reptilians, or someone who can use that, because we are young. When we are little, um, that's just my theory, that children, I mean, when I was very young, like, maybe I had this sexual vibe. I mean, even now when I'm speaking about it, it's like, you know, like, it's weird, like, how a child can have this. It's really controversial, very. And but everyone who survived this has the same opinion of it. It's like, we think that we are guilty, and we just need to be aware that we are all in this together, and that we all need to be aware to put ourselves in another shoes, and to observe this from another angle. And when you do that, everything changes, and you're like, oh my god, like, this is it, like, why I put so much blame, so much guilt on myself. And for you watching this, if you went to this situation, you are not guilty. Trust me, you are not guilty. Oh my god. Whew, it's so hard. And I don't know, like, I wish you that you will be aware of it, like, what this means, and to be aware that you are not guilty. Like, that's the only message. Like, you're not guilty. Like, it's not your fault. But if if it was in your soul contract, and definitely it was because you need to clear that, and to balance your sexuality, because a lot of time when people are having these traumas, they either can be uh, like a sexual, I don't know the word for that in English, but definitely like the opposite of being sexual, like being suppressing sexuality, covering yourself up, um, covering yourself up with weight, with kilograms, you know, like something like that. So I was the one, like, I was like, I never will be thin, or I will never be, you know, like, skinny. But now I'm like, okay, I have some unsolved things from my childhood, and of course it's normal. I mean, like, I'm not skinny. I have like 65 kilograms, something like that, which is okay. But I wasn't okay with that, and I was all the time covering myself, trying to suppress my sexuality, trying to suppress who I am, trying not to expose my body online, trying not to, when I walk on the street, if someone is watching me, I would be like, why this person is watching me? I would feel so many shame. I would feel so unsafe, like first chakra, you know, feeling unsafe. And it's connected, you know, like with so many chakras. I mean, third chakra for expressing your confident, confidence and expressing what you are thinking and feeling, like third chakra, fourth, fifth chakra, and so on and so on. So this is something that is really deep. um, this is the first thing. And another like duality, another extreme, is when someone had sexual trauma and they are um, showing themselves aggressively, like they would sleep with a lot of people. I'm not putting any shame on any of these people, like no, like uh, showing too much, like too much, because there's so much shame and so much pain that it's easier to suppress it. um, so all these extremes are painful, both of them. And because of that, um, just by observing what we felt and going to therapy and doing this healing, this Akashic record healing, um, you are helping yourself to be a healthy expression of yourself. I mean, we are all healthy, but we have these layers, that's my opinion. Just we have layers. And for this video, definitely was intention to speak about it and to let you know that everything will be okay. Um, and yeah, also we need to forgive that person who did that to us. I remember when I was at my lowest point, when I realized this, because I suppressed it when I was a child. It's normal to suppress something that is like hurtful. And it's getting dark here, I can see pixels. um, I would encounter that person like every day, every time I go to like city station or something, like everywhere, or to go to buy something, I would encounter this person. And the more I was focused on what happened to me, I used to see him more and more and more. And I tried everything, because I was meditating back then, like I tried so many things. But the more I was focused, the more he would go. I felt like he was chasing me, but that was not the case, when I got the other perspective. And so when I healed that, I had so many compassion for him, and some unexpected things popped out, some secrets and so many things. And I was like, oh my God, like maybe he was the one who was the victim, and maybe because of that, he did that. So yeah, stay strong. I know maybe this will trigger so many people. I said it like this is third time. But let me know, did this video help you? Because sometimes when we only talk about something, it helps. So I really want to spread this. And why? Because like I'm a Scorpio ascendant. My Pluto is my first house, and so the ruler of my chart is Pluto in first house. So I have this rule, and I feel obligated to speak about this. I feel it may help some people. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, or in my DM, because I know this is really really touchy team, and I respect every single every single person who is private. So sending you lots of hugs, and see you in next video. Bye.